You can start from Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna devotees. Good morning. Um, so today, hello. So today I wanted to share a personal experience, like how. So I'm getting some echo. I don't know why. Um, how my journey in Krishna consciousness started. Um, so basically, yeah. So I was in St. Louis, like back in 2015. I mean, I was on a short-term project here uh, with Schnucks. So I was there in 2015 year. Um, so that's I didn't know ISKCON back then, and I was I used to go to the Hindu temple here occasionally, and yeah. So basically, during those times, I didn't have much exposure to bhakti, the devotion cult. um, and at that time also, like I had some stressful situations going on, like in terms of again I had to like move around to another place for the next project, and it was a kind of difficult times there, especially with the visa situations and stuff. And then again suddenly what happened was, like I had to uh, move to another place. As I told, there was like a very unstable in terms of the job, and those times. So I for some reason I got like really frustrated, and I was like little concerned because of the things going on. And I had to move to Houston from here, um, temporarily. So but before like leaving to Houston, I somehow, I don't know, like um, I saw this ad about ISKCON St. Louis, um, and I wanted to visit. But when I came in, I don't remember the exact day. It was a Saturday or a Sunday. But when I came in, the program was actually over. Um, there was none at the temple, but there was one person who actually came there, and no, I think I visited on a Saturday, I guess. But there was one person who came out and told that there's a Sunday feast program going on tomorrow, and if you can make some contribution, that'll be like helpful. So I immediately like try to contribute my sharing. I gave it, and then I had to move to Houston from there. And when I moved to Houston, I found out that the job was actually, which I had to take, was like on hold, or I needed to start my job search again. It was like a difficult process, especially in the US, when you had to like do job search again and stuff. And I had to stay at my friend's place, and so a lot of things going on. But for some reason, like for the next couple of months, uh, I don't know, I came across this uh, a situation where I'll be able to I was on a OPT visa. So I saw that I'll be able to get paid even though I didn't have a job for the next couple of months due to my contributions. This was something which is unknown, and I applied for it, and even I got the payments regularly, like monthly, until I found the job, my next job. And not only that, I kind of started going to ISKCON Houston, on a kind of a regular basis, especially during the Sunday feast, serving food, and that's when one of the devotees after after going there for 2 3 months, one of the devotees asked me whether you'd be interested in a Bhagavad Gita class that they host at their home every week. And that's when the journey started. I used to go to the Bhagavad Gita classes at that person's place, and regularly, it used to be on Friday evenings. And that's when I really liked, I felt a lot of calmness um, when I attended those classes. And I got good friendships with the person, with the Prabhu, and also like couple of other people who came there. And I used to regularly go to ISKCON, Houston there. And then it's kind of everything developed from there, and I got a good job in Chicago, and I had to move from there. And ever since I move from Houston, and anywhere, I used to get immediate association of the devotees at ISKCON. And gradually my my spiritual journey um, kept on building, right. So it's that the initial the spark, which is it's like kind of a mercy that Krishna shows because of the you cannot define the mercy because you cannot understand that, but it's more of it's called ajnana sukurti, which kind of small things which keeps adding over a period of time. And then it kind of paves the way for the initial association. And then it kind of builds from there. And because the situation where I was in Houston, I mean I got that help, which I was not sure. I thought I had to go back to India because the things were I couldn't take care of things, and it's better that I move back. And then that was the situation. But somehow things kind of turn around. I got all the financial help too, and I got the association too, right, which was like really good. And since then, it's been only more progress, even though it was little by little. And then it's been that initial uh, initial just one time when I visited the temple, and I donated something which I could. It I mean Krishna gave me the opportunity to keep building on it in terms of the association and the opportunity to spiritually elevate myself. So I've been that's what is really kind of fascinating to me. When I came back to St. Louis, I mean, it's again, it's when I came back to St. Louis, this was the only time when I had the opportunity to go to the temple on a very regular basis and associate with the devotees, which hasn't happened elsewhere. um, because when I was I was during COVID situation, I was in India, and it was purely through Zoom, and this very less association, in terms of going to the temple and stuff. But once I came back, to St. Louis, that's where the actual real association in terms of going to the temple, regular programs and everything happened. um, so I feel that even though someone starts a spiritual journey, it's very, it depends, it varies from person to person. But it's purely up to us to embrace it with whole happiness, and really embrace it with two hands, so that you keep building on it, right? Because the more time you spend on it, the kind of the understanding matures, the perspective that you get every time is different, and the intensity and the kind of the problems that you encounter along the way, you'll feel that you couldn't have handled this problem, but somehow Krishna gives that knowledge to kind of go through that, and that will help either be solved on its own, or you'll be surprised that, oh, are you that intelligent to solve this. But it's more of Krishna giving us the jnana to kind of overcome that situation. So that's where I felt that consistency in terms of the devotional service and in spiritual associations would definitely build over time exponentially, and you'll feel that it was very different from a couple of years ago. So uh, that's something which I really wanted to share.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate, yes, the consistency, the factor, and how your one donation, of course, just you donated, and how it's all brought up. Yeah, I don't know when we start, how we'll start our journeys, right? Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mark.
Krishna. So we are right on maybe 2 minutes left, but we can conclude today's session, and we'll meet tomorrow again at 5 a.m. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.